Happy Thursday, guys. Welcome to JTV Extra. I'm Sandra Younger, inventor of a cord knotting and design tool called the Knotty-Do-It-All. And on this show, it's all about stringing material. This week's project is actually really interesting. It was a customer request, Sarah, North Carolina. You know, and I looked at it and I thought, oh, and I'm sitting there like trying to like figure it out. And after I made it, I just felt like I had done this lesson before. I just felt like, why does this feel so familiar? Well, oddly enough, this is the November 6th project. And the reason it just seems so unfamiliar is because of check it out. It is crazy how just by changing up the stringing material, it looks completely different. So I remember, I had to go back and look, and on this show, I had used a bamboo cord, and on this one, I had used the wax jewelry cord and the leather. And I was like astounded. We were both astounded, like how like dramatic, you know, something can change just by like changing up the stringing material. So this week's lesson is going to be basically the same as the one from November 6th, except we're going to be using different stringing materials, and it's just going to look like completely different. We have some great products on the show today. I liked everything. I mean, I liked the red beads. It was. I had a lot of fun, you know, and it was really difficult to decide what project to do. So I was really happy when Sarah sent in the customer request. If you're new here, welcome. You can ask questions, leave comments down below. We have a awesome community here. If you want to get a good laugh, there's always like someone like cracking jokes down in the comments. And let me see, is there anything else I need to cover? No. So let's get to today's products, and then we'll get to the customer show, and then to the project. All right, it seems like we have a lot of stuff today. So let's see, the first thing we have, here's a black rutilated quartz. This is an 8mm round, and these are $27.99. And I made one of the bracelets like we're making today with the rutilated quartz, and look how nice it turned out. I'm really pleased with this. A friend of mine, she said that she has dibs on this one because she just loves the way it turned out. Really nice. So I had some beads left over. So, you know, if you make decide to use the rutilated quartz for this bracelet, you'll have like several left over, because I think it takes 15 beads, and it's a large hole, and it is an 8-inch strand. Okay, and then next, these were really cute, and they were actually kind of essential because let me show you, because I use this in like every single bracelet that I made, and I'll tell you why. Because the taper, like at the end, it didn't work out very well, you know, to go from a large bead into like the macrame, because I don't know, the bead kind of stuck out, but these beads were perfect. So it just like helped the transition better. So, you know, I just have them at the ends. I put them on every single one of these because I thought, oh, they're perfect. It just gives a nice little touch. So these are nice beads. I like them. They saved the day for sure, because I was kind of worried about how I was going to taper the ends, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try these out, and they were perfect. And the neat thing, the 18 karat gold over stainless steel. So that's really nice, because you don't get 18 karat gold over much these days. So this is the pillow shaped set of 80, and these are $34.99. So very nice, and they're very substantial. I mean, they're not like lightweight, they're very hefty. And so here's what they, you know, I mean, I know in the picture that I show, they look like gigantic, but, you know, I have them here in my hand so you can get like a better idea of, you know, how they look. And then let's see, next we have, I had a lot of fun with these, the multicolored glass rondelle. Okay, 16 strands, and imagine this, that's only $2.18 per strand. So one of the things I made was this necklace. I made this one with the red ones, and I used a gray thread. You know, I figured, you know, a little heart, you know, Valentine's Day's coming up. So, but they're really, the red is very bright. I mean, let me show you how it looks in real life. I don't know, in that picture they came out kind of dark, but they're actually very bright red, very nice, very like, you know, you look at them and they're very like eye-catching. So these were really nice. And then one thing that I did with the black ones, I made this, I used a hot pink. I mean, it does not look hot pink here. For some reason, hot pink doesn't photograph very well, but this is like a deep hot pink. Let me see if well, I don't know if this is gonna work. Let me see. I'm gonna try putting the exposure down. Okay, so the pink is about that color, but you know, in real life. So but I like the way it turned out. Let me bump this back up. And what I did was I finished the ends. Let me show you. I made this like a triple, like wrap bracelet. It came out really cute. I really like it. It just kind of reminds me of the beach. So it's like, so I put these like little beads on the end, and then I did like some macrame with beads on the outside here, and so it's nice little like. Let me get my bracelet back on. And the black beads, you know, I really like them. It's a size that I'm always looking for, and I'll tell you why. Because when I make like necklaces or bracelets, I always like to put like something on the end. And the 6mm, sometimes it's too big. The 4mm round is too small. And for some reason, these are just right, just the perfect size. And I usually like to put black because, you know, I don't know, it's just, you know, you can't leave a chain without anything on it. I always like to put like a little something, and so it looks more like finished. So the black was perfect. And you know, the thing is, let me go back here. You get so many of them. I mean, 16 strands. So the reds are beautiful. My daughter wants me to make her something with the green. I'll probably make something for my other daughter with the blue, but the black and the reds, they really just like caught my eye. And so next we have this closeout buy. This is the Earth Tone Jasper. Let's see, these are $21.99. There's low stock, so you know, if you want them, get them, because they won't be here. Like, you know how that goes. You know, here today, gone tomorrow. And I like them. They look like little planets. And I made a cool necklace with them, which I don't have, but it'll be a project for some time in the future. But very nice beads. And ooh, these were pretty. Okay, this is the matte black and quartzite, and they are on clearance, $18.49. So this is what I'm going to be using in today's project. And this is I mean, I like all the bracelets. I mean, I used these green beads from like a couple of shows ago, and these two are on today's show. But look how pretty this. I was really surprised, because when I was making it, I thought, I'm not even going to think about it. And sometimes, I kid you not, sometimes don't even think about it. Just like do it, because I just thought, I don't care what color, leather, like anything. I'm just going to make it. Just do it, see how it turns out. And I love it. I mean, it's just like, I was like, wow, this is so cool. So that's one nice thing about the board, is since you can prototype so fast, you know, you're always like pleasantly surprised to see what you come up with. And this was just one example of I was pleasantly surprised. So these are beautiful beads. So this, the black matte and quartzite. Really, they're just it's such a pretty fluffy blue. I don't know. I like that baby blue color. And then next we have the Black and Natural knotted waxed polyester cord. And I'm using this cord for today's project. I'm using, of course, the black one. And this stringy material, it's fantastic for braiding, macrame, knotting, and just like so much more. It's one of those kind of things that you got to have in your like stash of stringing materials, because it's extremely versatile. And one of the nice things is you don't need glue. You can put glue, because I've been experimenting, but like for the black, since you can melt it and it's going to turn black anyway, then you know, I would just use a lighter to finish the ends. And our next product is our fantastic Knotty-Do-It-All. And this is a cord knotting and design tool that I invented. It is made in the USA. And let me just talk about a couple of the features. I mean, you get a hardware kit. Let me like bring that up. So you get a hardware kit, and one of the neat things about the hardware kit is that you can reconfigure it in like so many different ways. So this is the hardware kit for the large board. You get 5 clips. I think it's I don't remember, 9 or 10 pegs. You get the needles, the smaller alligator clips and the flip bobbins, which are fantastic for like when you're doing like a long macrame. You could wrap your cords in here and then just like, so that way you don't have a lot of cord to work with. But it comes, both of them come with the bead and ring size chart. And let's bring this one over here. This is the baby one. So this one's great. I love them both. I mean, but this one is like, you can like work on multiple projects at one time, and they're, you could do the tiered, and the rulers come in both inches and centimeters. You've got your wells here for, for your beads, a groove here for your patterns. And there's like so many different things that you could, let me put this aside here. Hang on. I don't want to ignore my baby board. So let's put her up here. And you do get you have an instructional DVD that comes with it, but this has like basic lessons because, over the years, I've like come up with so much more. And also your ebook. However, you do get everything online. I mean, these are just like a sampling, but you get dozens of downloadable video. So if you want like hard copies of your videos, make sure and download them. It's especially if you're going to be on the road. And you're not going to have access to like your internet. The fantastic thing is that you can download them. And I have so many options on the videos. Like for instance, you can get a transcript of what I'm saying. You can download in different resolutions, like depending, let's say if you want it for your cell phone or, like an iPad. Just download the lower resolution and it's going to look fantastic on the iPad. I mean, I wouldn't download the highest resolution unless it's going to be like on a desktop and you're going to look at it on like a big screen TV. But I think I offer like 4 or 5 different options. You can like blow it up huge. You can, let's see, you could fast forward, you could slow it down, and you could speed it up. So in case you guys didn't know that, there are some controls on the bottom of each of the video that allow you to do it. So if you want to read what I'm saying, then you can just hit on the transcript button and you can just read along. And one of the cool things about this board, it is like instant loom. So if you didn't even want a loom, well, you got one. And one of the nice things, you can, it holds everything nice and like taut. So you could either take like a wooden needle. I mean, I've used a variety of different needles, and sometimes I kind of switch out depending on how much cord is left. So right now I've switched to a blue needle since I have, very little cord left to work with. But, it's literally like an instant loom that you can, use in case you ever decide to experiment with looming. There you go. It's like, boom, right there. And so let me see. I think I covered everything. So yeah. So I really love the glass beads. I like everything on today's show. I mean, I think I like experimented with everything, but the glass beads are a bargain. I mean, at $2 and change. I mean, I made that whole necklace. Just think about it, for like less than $1. I mean, excluding like the pendant, but $1 for the whole necklace. That's amazing. Anyway, so those are all the products on today's show. I was looking down in the comments, and okay, back when I had my old website, just so you guys know, just to like give you an update, when Facebook started like deleting videos after 30 days, I thought, oh, I got to do something different, because they were linked. I would have, the image like that I post on Instagram. You'd click on it and it would take you to the Jewel School Facebook page with the, the show link. But when Facebook started deleting after 30 days, what I decided to do was I have a recording of the show and I have it on my website. The JTV shows are not downloadable, but the naughty lessons are. Let me see. Let me look on my my phone real quick to so I can. I don't know. Hang on. Let me see. I just want to see if the little, I just want to show you what the little logo like looks like. Hang on. This is crazy. Hang on, guys. I don't even know if I've never even tried logging in on my phone. It's probably it does wrong password because you know how that goes. Okay, so you have to go to desktop view because that's the only place that you could like download is on the desktop view. And let me see if I could find the a little. See that little icon right there? That means that you can download the video and okay. Oh, hang on, let's see. So download. I don't know what that means, but I know that on the when you look at it from the desktop view, it'll give you like different resolution options. And if you're downloading to an iPhone, I mean, downloading the largest file, it's not going. All it's going to do is take up space because it will like shrink the video anyway. So I would go like the middle of the road if you're going to download any of the Knotty lessons to your like iPad or iPhone. But if you're going to be watching it like on a big screen TV or like a large monitor computer, then I would definitely, and if you have the space, go for the larger ones. Anyway, here is my favorite part of the show, the customer show. Okay, first we have this cute little display that Laura Lee had sent in week before last, but I thought I'd show it on this week's because it's just so cute and unique. So she has her jewelry at a shop, and look how cute her display is. Look at the bottle and just the color combination. Everything is just so pretty. You've got like such nice style. I love this little display. Very, very nice. And then next, Sarah, North Carolina. Okay, so this looks like the snake knot. And it looks like it's done with a cotton cord, and I like the way you finished the end. Muy bonita. I love it. And then let's see, next we have Jess, South Dakota. This is a paperclip chain, and it has like a little charms on it, pearls. Let me see. And then the end, I love like the end where it's got like a little, like a finishing bead on the end. I think that's really important. I think it's a really, really cute and very feminine necklace. And, you know, I love the heart. You know, I've been seeing a lot of hearts lately, so that's what inspired me to make the heart necklace that I showed earlier. Really nice. And then next we have another one by Jess in South Dakota. Okay, this one has got like pearls, another heart, very nice. It's got the rondelles, and I'm gonna guess that this was done with beading wire. Ooh, you did such a nice job with the ends. Oh, look at that cute little flower. Very nice. Those, and I know that those, I see the wire guards on the left. I always have trouble with those. I don't know, but good for you. I for some reason I always have like trouble with the wire guards, but look at that, came out really, really nice. I'm just like staring at it, like all the different shapes, the pearls, the little silver spacers. Oh, it's got the crystal beads. Beautiful. And then next we have a Sarah, North Carolina. Wow, this is a 50-inch necklace. So I'm going to guess, okay, 50 inches. That could go around your neck, what, 3 times, Sarah? Wow. And did you use my knotting technique, that backward one? Because I think that's the only way I personally could have made a necklace that long. It's only when I do the backwards technique. So let's see, it's got like 1, 2, 3 different color pearls. Ooh, so pretty. I love it. And next we have Laura Lee. Okay, this is a Tensha bead necklace. Tensha beads are like a Japanese decal. I think that's what Tensha, I looked it up, it means transfer. And the way these beads are made, which is to me is like incredible. Like the design is like put on with a decal on an acrylic bead. Wow, that is a lot. That sounds like a lot of work, and then it's like sealed. But I just love the way you like coordinated like the cross with the necklace, and then it's got the evenly spaced shells and pearls. Oh my God, that is so cute. Very, and I was going to ask you, Laura Lee, is the cross and the tension necklace two separate necklaces, or is it one necklace that's like worn together? But really interesting. I'm glad you sent this in because I learned something new. Oh, here's this one's sideways, but I wanted to get a really close up on it. So guys, it's sideways, but at least you could see the pendant like very close up. Because oh, I love the pink beads, very pretty. And then next we have Kathy Sanders. Okay, Florida. They were originally made with the Knotty-Do-It-All during my Tin Cup and Downton Abbey phase. I got a chuckle out of that because I've been there. I went through my my Downton Abbey phase. But I think these are really, really pretty. And she's looking to repurpose them into like maybe a multi-strand, which I think is very doable. It's one nice thing. They're continuous, so that you're a step in the that's going in the right direction, because I think something like this can be made into like a multi-strand by adding like an extender on the ends. We'll work on that one because I think they're really pretty. I mean, if I had made these personally, I'd have a hard time taking them apart because I think they're beautiful. I think they're just absolutely beautiful. Look at the one on the right. It's got those little rectangular beads. And Kathy, I just love them. And then, oh, this one's really interesting. Okay, a lady asked me if I could remake her Jacksonville Jaguars necklace to something a little more delicate. So I strung it on the Hawaiian twist cord, which is my all-time favorite cord, Laura Lee. Oh, wow, look, guys, look what she did with this. Wow, I think it looks stunning. It looks so good. And I like the way the, where the pendant is, it's got let me go back. Hang on. Oh, it just looks so nice. I like the way you did the bail work, like just right on the string there with the two beads on the side, and it's got the that rondelle. But man, I bet whoever you did this for just really, really liked it because I think it's stunning. Wow. And then Nana Scotland. Well, this is polymer clay. I cannot believe how Nana is like the queen of polymer clay. This is amazing. And then I'm gonna guess that it's a necklace, and look at the beading on the back. Oh my goodness. I just recently got some like magazines that have a lot of like beadwork like that. So maybe in the future I'll pop up with something like cool like this. Just like all I can say is just wow. It's just so beautiful. And next we have Sarah, North Carolina. Okay, that bracelet, the cuff, I remember that one. That was a project that Susan did on JTV, and it came out like beautiful. It's got that nice sparkly bead. I think those beads were on the show a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I think they were like maybe at the end of December, but I remember those. And then look at the red one, very sparkly. Wow, very nice. And let's see, it's macrame. And let me see, you finished the ends. I see there probably with glue. Yeah, very cool. And let's see who we have next. Jess, South Dakota. Well, look at, okay, this one's got, I did a close-up on here because it's got these cute little cube beads. And then it's got the rondelles with a heart. Ooh, Jess, you are big on hearts. This is like beautiful. Then I like the way you did the wire wrap beads on the end. It's got like a little pattern there. And those are like little, I remember those pearls. They are tiny. Those are like super tiny beads. I think those are like the smallest, tiniest beads I sell. They're very, very small, but beautiful. And here's another tension necklace by Laura Lee. This one, it's got like it looks like they're foiled, the design on the bead. But this one has got it's like gold with the cross, and it's got those little wire wrap beads dangling, which I love. I just love details like that, guys. I think that those things like that are what makes like a necklace. I'd love to see this in like real life because, you know, nothing is like seeing it in real life. And then next we have a Sarah, North Carolina. I like that unicorn. Girl, you beat me to it. I mean, this is supposed to be today's project, and I think you figured it out. You did a fantastic job. Um, Beautiful. So I don't think you need to like watch today's lesson because you figured it out. Let me see. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, those beads are cool. Oh, I don't have those. Huh. Well, 2 thumbs up. And then last we have Go Jags. It's a Laura Lee a bracelet. Of course, you can see it's for the football team colors, and it matches the necklace. Oh, were these like leftover beads from the necklace? No, I don't think so. Or maybe you combined. I don't know, but this is cool. So I don't know if this is for your friend that wanted the new necklace, and she got a matching bracelet. But either way, it is like beautiful. And I think like team bracelets are really cool. I've made team bracelets for customers before. And boy, you know, people that, I mean, when they're into sports, they are like fanatics. They just love, you know, their team jewelry. So anyway, guys, that is everything on today's show. If you have anything you want to send in, please send it to theknotty-do-it-all@gmail.com. Okay, so I did a little like homework here. You can download the video. I mean, I don't know how to do it on an Android, but on the iPhone, if you turn your phone sideways, it will let you download the video. And I would download for an iPhone, like the third like setting going down. I think it's like 5 something by something. And the other thing is like, which I always struggle with. It's like, where do you find the files? You know, so there is a folder on your iPhone called Files, and it is in there, and I played the video, and it looks fantastic. So now you guys know how to like download your videos, your naughty lessons, and watch them on your iPhone. I'd have to do a little research because I don't own an Android phone, so I'd have to find someone that does, and then figure it out from there. It's probably basically the same. Anyway, ta-ta. I want to talk about this. Laura Lee sent me this gift for Christmas, and I was tickled to death because this thing is it is so beautiful. And guys, pictures do not do it justice. I mean, it feels like it's got life to it. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's just absolutely like gorgeous. Check it out. I mean, this little thing here, the cross. It's very like substantial. And these beads here in real life, they are super tiny. I mean, because when you zoom in, I mean, or you know, you look at them in pictures, they look like they're really big, but they're really, really dainty and tiny. And just look, I was just like blown away when I opened the box. I just thought this is so pretty. So I just wanted to tell you, Laura Lee, thank you so much. I love my new bracelet. Anyway, well, let's get to today's lesson while I wear my pretty bracelet. I gotta stop getting distracted here. Okay, so this bracelet, it's just like the November 6th lesson. It's crazy. So what I have here, I have it's 2 yards. Each of these strands is 2 yards long, and then I just got a cloth and I just kind of took some of the wax off just to make it a little bit easier to work, because sometimes when you're doing like macrame with like sticky cord, it's a little more, challenging than if the cord is smooth. So in case you guys don't know my trick, let me see if I've got my cloth here. This guy, I just get like a black cloth and I just run the cord like through it just to get as much wax as I can off. In the black, I use black because it lets me know just how gunky the wax is, because sometimes it can have a lot of wax, sometimes it has just a little bit of wax. So it's this is like kind of like a gauge. I mean, after you've been working with waxed materials for a long time, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because I don't think there's an industry standard about like exactly how much wax can go on cord. So I think it's just it's like the wild west. So so what you want to do now is like you take your 2 yards, or if you do the metric system, it's about like 2 meters. I think a meter, I've not memorized it, but I know that a meter and a yard are not exactly the same. I think a meter is like 39 inches. So, give or take, más o menos. And then you find the center of these. And what I did, see, let me see. I think I started, oh my goodness. Let me see. I started on the ring side. And I used like for each one that I made, I used like three completely different size rings that didn't seem to like matter. The only thing you need to keep in mind if you're whatever ring size you decide to put is that the ring size does add to the length. So this one would probably be, I don't know, maybe a quarter of an inch longer, or maybe about a half. And when you're making bracelets, like every half inch, I mean, matters. So I think I'm gonna go with well, yeah, now another one, a 6 millimeter. This one's 7. This one, let's see, this one's about a 15, and this one's a 10. So let's try the 7. So what I did, oh yeah, and let me get my leather. Oh, I've got a really cool tip, guys. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, so let me get I'm gonna get like about 18 inches or so, because I always like to leave a little bit extra. But if your leather is like really, because this was kind of stiff, so what I did, and it really helped soften it up, is I got a peg. And I found that the thinner, you know what, you can go with something even thinner. The thinner the quote unquote mandrel. So what I did was I just got the leather and I just wrapped it around, just nice and tight, and just kind of like squish it a bit. And then for some reason you just pull your leather while you're wrapping around, and it softens it up. So if your leather's like really stiff, then that's one really good way to like get it nice and soft. And guys, let me my JTV just knocked me off. What happened? I got to get back. Just 1 second. Let me here, I'll put some pretty bracelets for you to look at while I get logged back in. There you go. Because I want to make sure and read your comments. Okay, there we go. It's live stream. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Is there something wrong with my internet? Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Oh, I want to say, I see a lot of you guys, Ella, Susan, Laura Lee, Michael, Rita, Kim. Oh my God. Thank you guys so much for joining the show, because without the show, Mary, Sarah. Oh, Sarah. We've had a lot of back and forth this past week talking about like different like approaches to the bracelet. Okay, so there. Now it just got soft. Ooh, I just love it. And okay, so we're gonna match this up. And the way I attach the ring. Okay, so we're gonna do this. It's actually, I don't know why I overcomplicate it. That's like sometimes I try one way and then I try another, and I'm just like, after I did like some of these ridiculous, I don't know what I was thinking. I did this weird thing here, and I was like, what am I doing? And then I did something else here. And then the one, I'm like, okay, this is like so easy, like this one right here. So what you do is, okay, you don't put your ring on the leather. You just put, actually, guys, I'm going to go with a larger ring, because it'll fit on the clip better. Because I don't feel like doing anything fancy right now. So I'm going to put these two in the ring. Okay, just like this. And then you make like a half hitch, like, whoa. I guess you could do it like either way, because you're gonna have to pull the cord through regardless. Okay, so let's get this, bring all of them through, and then you see right in here, right there. See that? That is where you're gonna put your leather right in there. So let's get this lined up on this side, and whoops. Oh no, what am I doing? Okay, hang on. Okay, there. Okay, yeah, so your basic, okay, there we go. Like, what's happening? So you make your half hitch, and see how I have the leather like right in to the whatever it's called, the hitch. And then I'm just gonna pull all of them to tighten. I'm gonna make sure that the ends of my leather are like even before I start weaving. Okay. And a little more. Okay, right there. Okay, perfect. And in case you missed it, I'm using 2 strands that are 2 yards long. Okay, so I'm going to put, let me get my clip right there. And I'm going to put this in. And see, one thing I like about, I mean, this is, oh, I could not do this without this board. I mean, I'm not trying to like sell you guys the board right now, but you know, every time I like make something, I'm just like, I don't know how I could do it without this. So I'm going to clip these 2. Just one right here, and then I'm going to get another one. Okay, right there, just so you have a, see that? Nothing fancy. Okay, so I kid you not, for some reason, the biggest problem that I had, and I kept making the same mistake over and over. So this one is, it's going to be like you put your finger in there, and it's like you're doing like a top, and then you pull it through. And I like to do the like one side and then the other. So, okay. Now the next one is going to be like the bottom, but just cut to the chase and just automatically put them down at the bottom, because for some reason, when I did not do that, I kept messing up. So now that you have both of those on the bottom, you just poke this one up and then through. Okay, so we get this one, and it's kind of like pull both of them just with your fingers, just because it just helps get the tension on each side just right. And then on this side, you just poke it up and then through. And then you kind of do the same thing. So see how the right here, you can see they're not even. So you want to just pull one side and then the other. And now what you do is you take a bead and you string all the ends right through the bead. And I had made one version, which I don't have with me, but it required like a slightly different approach, because the holes were a little bit small and the cord was a little bit thick. So I did have the folded in version. That's another story. That'll be another show. Because that one was really interesting. So I'm just going to put all these through just like this. And then you got to kind of keep track of like which, oh my goodness. Okay, so you got to keep track of which side goes to what. Okay, this one. Nope. Yep. Okay. See that? So you want to make sure that the cords are like on the right side, and then you just like pull these. And see, with my fingers, I'm kind of like I don't know the word, combing like both strands, just so that so they're both like equal. So I'm going to do a top, and then a top here, and this kind of, so I kind of do them a little bit like tight, and the bead's kind of sticking up, and then I press it in. And then both of these, I'm just going to put them underneath like this, like that. You kind of snug them down, and then do the ones going this way. Can you guys see that? Okay. But if you're using, because I made this one with just leather, and if you're going to do it with just leather, you need 2 yards and 1 foot, which is 5 yards. Because I mean, the only reason you need like, because I doubled the cord for this one, but if you decide just to make it with the straight leather, like Sarah did, what did you make it with? No, you used repeat cord. Sorry about that. Whoops. See, actually, this is a better way to do this. Just like do one side and then the other. That way it's a lot easier than having to try to find your 2 strands. So then you just come in. And this is a fun project. It's very it's very relaxing. I enjoyed it. It was not like tedious. It was very, to me it was very relaxing. I liked it. And then I'm gonna come in here and just pull these down. And I'll show you, okay, and you want to make sure that your half hitches, like the knot is like on the top. That was one of the, I don't know what, it was driving me nuts because I kept making, I'll try to like replicate the mistake that I kept making. Let's see if I can do it. So, okay, so I'm going to put this in. Uh-oh. So now we get this side. Oh, that's funny. You know, the thing about the phone ringing, I mean, no one will come over all day. The phone will not ring. But then suddenly, like, everything happens all at once. Like the phone, the door, like, I don't know. Okay, so now, okay, so I did this. I want to see if I could, like, redo, like, the mistake that I kept making. So I went like that, and then I went like this. And it seemed like it always happened on the left side. Okay, so I did that. Oh yeah, this is it. See what I'm doing here? I'm going like this. That is the mistake I was making. See that? You don't get your half hitch in there because I'm not putting it under, but my brain thinks it is. So let me take this off. God, it was driving me nuts. So I just said, just put it down and just pull the whole thing through. Just so that after I started doing that, I stopped making that one crazy mistake. Where are these cords? Oh, these two. Hang on. My cords are getting mixed up. There we go. See, it's pretty, it's very repetitive. And like some like variations that you can do, like I was thinking, you could double, if you want more spacing in between, you could like, they look kind of like little bows. Oh, that's so cute. And it's exactly the same as, oh my goodness. Did you believe it? I'm just astounded. Unbelievable. Same technique, just different thread. And now I'm very eager to try it with like some really like tiny hold beads because I think that would look really, really, really cute. Let's see, saw some cool clocks. Okay, put this one through. And for the 6-inch, I'll tell you how many beads I used in just a second because I don't think I'll have enough time to finish the whole thing, but it's very repetitive. So you just keep going until you're finished. I'll do a couple of more and then I'll talk about like the end. So this one goes here, kind of pull it, and then this one goes this way, this one goes that way. And then I'm going to like kind of get them in there, squish the bead down, and then bring both of them under and just, you just want to make sure, just keep your eye on those the loops. And it's even more important when you're using 2 strands because if you have one strand that kind of like doesn't get tightened all the way down, then it's gonna bother you. So there's that side, and then here is this side. Okay. And I was thinking, like some variations, like, okay, think about this. let's say you did this side, let's say you had a focal in the middle. So if you have like a big ring, like let's say you have something like this, you could put a big ring in the middle. You could do this side like half, and then the other side, you would start it exactly the same way, but like on the other side. So you could actually put like a ring, then you could put like wire wrap beads on the bottom. You could put like a, it made me think about the necklace that Jess made with the paperclip chain. That would look really cool, like a paperclip chain link with dangles or like tassels. I mean, there's so many ways that this design can go. But you know, maybe like once you guys learn this one, oh my God, my fingers are fat this evening. Uh-oh. So let me get another one on here. How much time? Ooh, 15 minutes. Okay. So let me get this one on. And one thing about this is something to think about. I mean, if I had had like this bead, let me just do this one in let's say a 6mm, because these are 8mm. I would have used that, like, because it needs to taper. This one seemed like it tapered just fine without any assistance. And maybe it's because the beads were smaller. You know, I don't know what the factor was, but this one, when I went to finish the end, the taper was like, it was, I don't know what the terminology is, but we need to invent a word, because when I came to macrame this, see how it popped out. So what you need is like a tapering bead, so that it goes like this and it doesn't pop out. I don't think there's a word for that, but we need to invent one. Okay, so let me find my two cords. Oh my goodness. Is it these two? I'm doing something wrong. You know what? Let me see. Okay, these two. Okay, let's get those on there. And I'm sure that with, I'm thinking pearls with like a metallic thread would look good. Oh my goodness. I just like tons of ideas are just like running through my mind. And I don't know that I mentioned, but this is yeah, this is the 0.9 like wax cord. And this cord is really nice. In case if you don't have it, it is like, it's really versatile because it's great for braiding, macrame, and also binding knots, which we're going to be making right now, because I'm going to finish this because I don't want to run out of time. Okay, so what I did next was I put, oh, let me tell you how many, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I know that this one, but you know what the nice thing is? It's so easy to take off the board, and that you just go like this and like, oh, too small or too big. I mean, so it was a little bit like, you know, like you just kind of like had to play it by, I was gonna say by ear, by arm, to see if it fit. You know, this one, because for every single one of them I used like a different like closure. But for like a clasp, if you guys have these clasps, because they have been on JTV several times on my show, if you happen to have these and you have a small wrist, then do the 15. Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, this one's 16. And then, but if you have a slightly larger wrist, I would like add 1 extra bead or 2, because you know, you don't want it to be too small. But one nice thing about the clasp version is that you could always put like extender chain on it. You just attach like some chain and then like connect it that way. And let's see, this one, what do I have to say about this? Oh, this one, this one had the bigger ring. I think I used like less beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, so this whole like component in here, I like really added to the length because both of them are like the same length. Yeah, it's just very interesting. It just like all depends on like what closure you decide to use. Um, I don't know, but I know that Pat has always said the 10-second rule. So it's so true, guys, because like just before the show, I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't have any bracelets on. What do I do? Like everything that I could get on like quickly, like I put on, and everything had the macrame slide knot, or the other one that's like pretty quick is the like a clasp. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love buttons. I'm a big fan of buttons, but anything made with a button that does require like a little more time will probably not get chosen when I'm in a hurry. So I'm gonna slide these, and I don't think you need a leader needle. I think I managed to get these on. Let me see. Come on, because I got them all on before. Okay, there we go. So mission accomplished. And if you missed it, the reason I'm adding this bead is because you need like you need that taper. Okay, so I'm gonna put this. Just kind of make sure it's like, what is going on? Huh. Just make sure it's even. You can tell by looking at the top, just kind of like scoot it. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a half hitch. And then one on this side. Then you just kind of snug it down because it's gonna see how it's kind of closing like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the next one. Oh my goodness! Don't do that. No, I messed it up. Let's get that out. No, no, no. I'll tell you a story. I was at a Costco the other day. This is a story about a woman from the UK. I was in Costco, and I don't know, I was just buying a chicken or something, and I smelled something really good. I'm like, wow, something smells so good. And I kind of like look around like what's going on. And so I thought whatever. And then about 5 minutes later, I smell it again, and I'm like, what is that? And I look around, and so there was a woman that I associated with this like this smell. And I stopped her, and I said, God, I don't know what you have on, but your perfume smells really good. And she started laughing. She's like, every time I come to America, people tell me that I smell good. And I was just like, that is so funny. So I asked her where she was from, and she said that she was from the UK. So I thought, okay, you guys from the UK must smell really good, because she said it was like weird. She was like astounded. She's like, I don't know what's up with that, but every time I come to America, people tell me that I smell good. And so I asked her. I said, well, like, what's your secret? She says that she wears this perfume called Opium, and I'm like, I remember that stuff. And she actually had some in her purse, and she squirted me. And I had a necklace on, and now my necklace will smell like opium perfume from now to eternity. Isn't that cool? So let's see. Okay, now I'm gonna like kind of eyeball it. I'm gonna give it probably about like half an inch, and I'm going to clip this here. And then I'm gonna like put a loop of cord on this one here to like hold it. So I'm just gonna get some scraps. We all have scraps. I see one on the floor. What is this? Red leather. Okay. Why do I have a scrap of red leather on my floor? Okay. Okay. All right. Now we have to, let me move this. Uh-oh. Oh no. I need to show you. Okay, hang on. My desk is only like so. Oh my God. Okay. Right there. You guys see that? Okay. So what you do is you take two, like two of them are going to, like kind of sort of. Oh, you know what I did? This is really cool. I fed the two extra cords like through the hole in the clasp for extra strength. So it kind of like reinforces. So since there's space, I am going to do that. Whenever you can, especially if you're working with like leather, if you can like add that extra reinforcement, then do it. Because you only need two of these guys for the to make the binding knot for the macrame. So let me put this underneath everything right there. So let me like kind of do like a little recap. I used the taper, I did the half hitches, and then two of the strings, because you know you have four. I fed two of them through the clasp, and now I'm going to make a binding knot with the last two. So you just come in here and crank it down. And oh my goodness, you know, I was wondering about using like glue, and oh, I'm conflicted. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. I don't know. But I just thought that the binding knot was going to be, you know, sufficient. Oh, 10 minutes. Oh no, now it's 4 minutes. I guess I'm behind. What are you guys talking about? Oh, thank you, Pat. 4 minutes. Okay, so I'm doing good on time. Yay. I mean, even like right now, even if I thought, okay, I didn't finish it, but did I do something wrong? Yes. Okay, but so you got you got to look for that bump. And my eyesight, let me see. Hang on. What? Am I? Okay, the bump is on this side, so that means I need to do a top. Okay, so let me do a top. Okay. So come in here and wrap it around my hand and like really tighten it. And I'm going to use a thread burner, which the battery, I mean, I need to put some new batteries in my thread burner because it's not like melting properly. But if you get one of these like lithium batteries, they last a very, very long time. Okay, tap, 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 tap. Okay. And one thing I like to do, like when I start to trim everything off, I just keep it on the board, and let me find my, oh my goodness. You know, I cleaned up my room and now I can't find anything. Oh well, I'm just going to use some scissors. But I like to use like nail clippers. Like, where are my nail clippers? Oh well, whatever, I can't find them. I'm going to take these guys here. And things just cut better when you're pulling on them. So I'm going to pull on this and then cut. You just get a cleaner cut. And then on these two here, don't use these because these are for cutting thread. I guess I could technically use this. I'm going to do that. But I'm going to do it away from the bracelet because I don't want to cut it. Okay. So, ooh, it's so cute. Okay, so one thing, okay, so this is like now, if you're making the whole bracelet, use 15 of these beads. But this stainless steel bead is, like I mentioned, it's a taper. But then I could make another one on this side, and then you just end it with a regular ring, and then I don't know. There's a lot. I mean, let's see. We could make maybe a necklace. That would look cool. Let's see. How about some earrings? Maybe if we put some fluffy, like a tassel on the bottom. So this is a amazing technique, and it just I mean, the stringing material that you use just really like changes it up. I think my time is up. Is it? How much time do I have left? Very little. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show and learned that, experiment with stringing materials, because you'll be surprised like just how different something looks just by like changing it up. Anyway, guys, I enjoyed spending my 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock hour with you today. And if you have anything like a customer request or something interesting that you'd like me to do on the show, like email it to me. And if you have anything in your cart, don't forget to check out. And don't forget, if you have Brilliant Cash, check if it's your birth month. If you've never purchased anything, you do get, I think it's still $40. I'm not sure, you might want to check on it, but you get something. Anyway, I will see you next Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Bye.